All right. How's everybody doing? Give me a second here. Let me let Christina know I'm live. All right, I'm here. Here I am. But yeah, man, like I said, we had a great show yesterday. Great show. Today is going to be an off day. I'm going to do a show here, and then I'm going to do another one, I believe, right after that. Looking into a whole bunch of different things. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, today's going to be an off day. Like I said, need it. Got me some sleep finally, feels like. So that'll help a little bit. Still takes time, but ugh, I just been pushing so hard, man. Like, real talk, it is not easy. And like I said, I literally, do it all by myself. I put it all together manually and build it all myself. So it's not easy. And yeah, folks don't get it. I don't think folks can comprehend somebody that's had to walk like 30 miles in a day all the time. You know what I mean? I try to not do that anymore if I don't have to, but that's the thing, man. We want to make things easier for me. But we had a great show yesterday. Um, you know, like I said, somebody had come through with a $20 super chat. All that stuff is amazing, man. That's what we need. We need real support. I got folks in their feelings, and I'm talking about complete strangers. You know what I mean? I told you I'm trying to network and build and promote and get this all up and running. And that's the thing, you look at folks and it's just, it's surreal. It's funny as hell. It's crazy. They all have something to say, but none of it actually exists or makes sense. I'm talking about complete strangers, you know, like they'll just be saying the craziest stuff, you know, and I just tell them what it is, tell them reality, and I keep it pushing. You know what I mean? So, I mean, when folks see that you have it together and you have your act together, and again, I worked hard for all this, all of it. I worked harder than all of them and anybody, so I deserve it and I earned it. And that'd be the funny thing, people are actually concerned and worried about what people think. I'm never concerned about what people think, but much less when it's not real. If it doesn't exist, what's the purpose? That's the problem. It's a lot of entitlement. It's a lot of people that somehow feel entitled and feel like they, I don't know, entitled to something or have more of a right to do anything than anybody else, and that's just not the case. You know what I mean? Um, you know, like, and it's sorry, but it just is what it is. I mean, I want equality, man. We've never had that. That's what I'm doing all this for. Not just here, but everywhere. you know. Um, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Folks, they won't even have a clue who they talking to or how much power I have or what I actually do, what my career is, and you know, like I said, I'm building several businesses out of this, man. I'm trying to get people involved. That's what's going to help, getting people involved. I'm 36. I'll be 40 in 4 years. I'm aging backwards, literally. Um, I want to get people involved. I'm all for working with people. Um, I just been through a lot, man. So it's hard for me. You know, it really is. Sometimes just to, I don't know. It's like, how do I explain it? I don't know. It's just stuff I go through. It's hard for me to like want to do certain things or, because of what I go through. Like walking helps me. I kind of like my time to myself sometimes. I don't know. It just depends on how I'm feeling, you know. But, you know, I've been going through it, man. And I mean, it's just, it's all the output, man. It's all, the physicality of it. It ain't no joke at all, bro. I mean, yesterday I could just feel it like in my muscles. I mean, beyond sore. I mean, I'm talking next level, you know. And it's just because I keep on being the anchor. I keep on holding everything and everyone up, and I'm helping people. I'm saving lives. It's all real, and that's what I'm saying. You'll talk to people. I'm sitting here. I'm trying to expand. And I told you I'll be telling people, yo, like I just need a spot. Give me a couch. Give me something. That's all I need. You know what I mean? And then they take it. They try to change what I'm saying, and it's something completely different. Like, you know what I mean? I'll take anything that's an opportunity. Like, see, that's the difference between you and I. And number two, I explain everything. Like, it's not as if I wouldn't contribute. Of course, I'm going to contribute, but I happen to be a boss. You understand? So, whereas most of you probably couldn't get an arrangement like that, I know I can. You know what I mean? So, some stranger was in their feelings today about that. It's like, dude, what are you even saying when the point is, I already had told you, like, I'm not interested. I don't want, like, you're not offering anything in the first place, so what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Um, like, yeah, I'm gonna be talking to people and networking. I gotta do what I gotta do, bro. There is no choice. You know what I'm saying? The right way. But yeah. And they were like in like South Carolina or something like that. These are strangers, bro. Like, I'm really trying to do this. Why would I not? Yeah, all I need is a spot to sleep at, and then that's what I'm saying. They, they're renters, man. They're renters. Renters always have the same attitude, renters, moochers. They're always going to have the same attitude, right? Too funny. Right? They're always going to have the same attitude. They're always going to feel some type of way. Like I said, I just tell them what it is. I already did. You know what I mean? So they're like making a comment about, well, you just want this, and how are you going to tell me what I want when I specifically just asked you? So if you don't understand what I'm saying, and this is what I'm saying, this is what happens with folks all the time. They don't understand English. If you don't understand what I'm saying, then I don't know what to tell you. I've already got full scale businesses built. Okay. Um, it's common sense. It's understood. What's understood don't need to be said or spoken, right? That anywhere I go, of course, I would be more than happy to contribute, right? I'd do that everywhere I've ever been. You see what I'm saying? So people be saying things, but they're projecting. Meanwhile, it's exactly what they're doing. Feel me? Because they're not contributing. That's what people do, you know? And it's just funny. I just study human behavior. I'll look at people and I'm like, when you're not in a good mood all the time, and you're making excuses and this and that, and you're acting like you're so busy. That's the number one thing I'll notice about people. The people who act like they're always busy all the time, there's something wrong, because there's nobody's that busy. Like Batman is easily busier than any of you, and I'm not even that busy. Like I still have a little bit of time to talk and do things. You know what I mean? Manage what needs to be managed. But yeah, like, what are you talking about? I don't know you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to explain every little detail. It takes time. You know what I mean? Like, oh, of course I would contribute. What do you think the whole point of making a move is? And that's the thing. They can't comprehend it, and they feelings about it, because I'm already way ahead of them in everything. See, they can't fathom that you can make a move and still own everything. Boy, y'all hilarious, man. No wonder. No wonder. How you gonna ever succeed with a poverty mindset and a mentality like that? That's what folks don't get. It was never luck with me. It was hard work. It was never luck. It was hard work, man. Hard work and God. And that's the truth. Hold up. So, I don't know. People welcome to say what they want. People are welcome to have their opinion about whatever. I could care less, but I just think it's funny when folks speak before they even know what they're talking about or get their facts straight. That's a no-no. That's a no-no anywhere. That's a no-no in the hood. That's a no-no in the suburbs. You don't do that. And that's how you can tell they're sheltered individuals. They've never been outside. We outside every day. You know what I mean? It's just different. These may be a little off. I don't care. Because I don't care what you think. See, that's freedom. When you don't care what people think, I don't think like y'all. I don't have any insecurities like y'all. Don't care how you feel. Kanye West said, "We all have insecurities. I'm just the first to admit it." No, we don't. And no, you're not. Everything that y'all have ever said doesn't exist. Everything. The Illuminati, the Masons. Come on, man, think about it. Y'all talk about all this stuff is going to happen. Y'all been talking about this stuff for decades. Ain't nothing happened. It never will. It's all fake. You understand? That's the whole point. It all just, is designed to do one thing, which is keep you in a vibration of fear. That's all. The world is my playing field. It's my canvas. That's what you have to understand. I'm the real deal. You know what I mean? So, I like being in charge, man. I got to be in charge. I'm it. I'm the authority. Always have been, always will be. And it ain't because of no other reason that's the way it has to be. Because I'm the real deal and I know what I'm doing. Like I said, I can run any company, any restaurant better than any of these people. Because I'm a boss and I have life experience that has taught me how to build companies from scratch immediately, how to run companies, how to network. How do you think I do this? Like I said, we got a $20 super chat yesterday. You can say what you want, but that also has to do with God, number one, and it has to do with my gift of gab. It has to do with the fact that I'm a real influencer. It has to do with the fact that I'm genuine in my message. I'm not over here milking stuff for profit or doing what, half these churches do. I mean, let's get real. I mean, if I was after money like that, You know what I mean? You would notice it. You know, I would love to make money, man. I'd love to make bread, but my intentions are all pure. I'm a true believer. I truly believe in God. I didn't get into anything for money, and God knows my heart and knows that for a fact. You know what I mean? I really don't care about money. That's why He's like, I'm going to give it all to you. My journey is different. My walk is different, and it's beautiful, and it's a walk that none of you have, and none of you could walk in my shoes for a millisecond. I'm chosen, man. I got an anointing over my life. I'm above everybody. Actually, I'm better than everybody. That's why I was chosen. That's the truth. So, that's what I'm saying. When you got a bunch of grown folks, grown adults, and all they do is be in their feelings, I think that's silly because I'm not that type of dude. I'm an actual, real grown man. I act like a grown man. I conduct myself like a grown man. I'm not in my feelings and my emotions. Why are y'all? That's my question. I'm grown, brother. 36. I'm going to be 40 in 4 years. You notice how them folks, they always stay on the same stuff. I don't even know any of them. I don't talk to nobody on here. You notice folks always on the same energy that hasn't gotten them anywhere in the past 40, 50, 60, 80, 90 years. You got people like that everywhere. You got people like that all over Austin. I remember them dudes I worked with talking about I'm a this and that. Right. You bragging about that you work in this job for all of time. You just gonna stay here in this warehouse and just do what they tell you. That's what they did. I'd end up coming in doing all the work, building everything for the warehouse. And then the boss would sit there and still complain about nothing and, you know, like whatever. Like like what? That's what almost every boss I ever had. I'd come in, build everything the right way, do all the work. That's all they do. Just sit there and whine and complain. That's the truth. For no reason, about nothing. Like it's not like you know what you're doing. If you knew what you're doing, you wouldn't need me here. I've built companies for people. I've built bars for people and had them all be completely ungrateful. Right? And that's fine. You know what I mean? I'm always winning. Just like I have. I gotta spell it out. I don't gotta go into every little detail and specific. I always win, homie. That's what's funny. Y'all be trying to have conversations that are not conducive to me. Like, who told you you're in charge? You're not. They lied. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the point. Like, you know, I just see through the veil, man. I see what it is with all y'all. Y'all got an agenda instead of just being genuine. It's like with so-called women. Like, if a so-called woman's trying to talk to me or communicate with me at all, why not just be genuine? You understand? That's the problem with most of you. You're not genuine. So then y'all get online and talk about so-called women like they're a prize or there's something to chase or pursue. Not at all. I mean, they're all broke. Every one of them. They're all poor. They're all at some job they're miserable at, making no money, getting nowhere, making tons of mistakes. I mean, clearly you can see who the prize is. Let's get real. Real talk. Maybe that needs to be said so people can understand. Like if you getting an opportunity to even talk to me or speak to me, you lucky. It's the truth. You getting an opportunity with me, you were lucky. That's not anything but the truth. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't understand what any of y'all are even talking about. I know my self worth. I know my self value. I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table. It's a lot, you know. Anything I walk into. I mean, I walked into jobs and companies with my own equity. Companies don't want to do business. Everybody just knows how to serve one function and do the same thing and do what they're told. They don't know how to think creatively. I'll take one source of income, flip it, and turn it into three sources of income immediately. I'll get around people. The minute I do, I'm gonna make money because I know how to talk. I have to hustle in shelters, bro. Okay, I'm talking about. I've been in the roughest, toughest environments in the world. I was hustling. I don't remember all them race car jackets and chains and shoes. I get whatever I want. I was in the hood in Dallas. Are you serious? I'm a hustle wherever I'm at. Some folks say that because they know you got real hustle in you. You're gonna hustle no matter what. See me doing it, don't you? Every day I'll be hustling. Every day I'm hustling. It's a hustle. Everything is a hustle. Y'all want to get so much on this other tangent, you want to forget about all the knowledge that God gave us in the hood, right? I'm a hood legend. I'm from the real ghetto, the real ones. You understand? The ones that all y'all won't even walk through, won't even go to. The blocks I come from, none of these people could even walk down the streets I come from. That's the truth. So, I mean, what do you mean? That's what folks do. They think it's free opportunity. Don't know where they at, don't have a clue who they talking to, don't know what they doing. You understand? That's the problem. You get too many folks that are entitled. You get too many folks that think that they have a right to anything. You don't. Ain't nothing free in this world. You understand? So you have to earn my stripes. As Batman, I've earned my stripes. That's why people respect me. People respect me because I didn't ask for nothing. I got up and I earned my stripes. I've gotten up every day for going on almost 3 years and put everything I possibly had. I had to reteach myself how to walk. Okay? When it was scary as hell. You know what I mean? Real I could barely make it down the block. Wasn't nobody really helping me. They were acting like they were there. They didn't care. You know? Oh, I'm honking at them because they're just sitting there. Yeah, like, I have no idea. And y'all know because it's right in front of you. Like, they know a little bit of what I've overcome to get to this point. So that's what I'm saying. Don't ever underestimate me. You know, like I said, you saw that $20 super chat come through last night. You're going to see some more come through. Watch. God going to make it happen because that's what God do. God makes the impossible happen. Can you please pull up? How long are we going to take? People got places to go. Thank you. What they all think that the world revolves around them. This is hilarious. Yeah, you got to understand, I move through everything quickly. You understand? I look at folks like what it is and what they are. You understand? Like, yes, I'm smarter than your entire society. 100%. I'm going to repeat it again just because you said that. I want a spot. All I need is a couch, a bed, whatever. And I want one here, right, on top of what I already got. And I want one in other cities and states so that I can work and expand this business and do what I'm doing. Feel me? And it's just that simple. 100%, I'm going to tell you what I want. Like what? That's the point, to go elsewhere, look for work, right? And I'd get a job, right? And no, that's called being smart. Who the hell want to work and then give other people their money? That's why all y'all in your feelings so much, because that's what you got to do, right? That's you. Those are your issues and your problems. So you start getting online projecting. Let me move here. See, folks don't get it. They don't. There is a reason why I do what I do. There is a method to my madness. There is a reason why I've mapped all this terrain, why I walk all these miles. Okay, God is preparing me. And anywhere I go, it's going to be the first thing I do is study the terrain. New York, got to go through all the subway systems, underground even probably. I'm going to try to figure out it all. You know, if you remember, it was always depicted about underground tunnels. Okay, they have those in New York. They got them in Vegas. There's people living, okay, in those tunnels in Vegas. Okay, this is a real thing, and reptilians are real. That's why they have Croc. Okay, God is preparing me. God is going to prepare me for whatever I'm coming up against. He's going to get me ready. You understand? And I feel very ready, to be honest. I do. But yeah, that's the thing, you know. I'm Batman for real. I ain't out here playing. You feel me? We're not the same, homie. We've never been the same. We never will be the same. You know what I mean? Worry about you, bro. Y'all got a long way to go. I mean, that's why it's funny. Like, you say anything to me, that's fine. And you stay in your feelings, right? The minute I respond, you know, I win. You in your feelings. Because it's easy, because I work too hard. Built everything myself. Why would it not? Why? See, that's the difference between you and me. You care what people think. You care if people have preconceived notions or false beliefs or draw a false conclusion and judgment upon. I don't care about none of that. It's just like anybody. They can tell me all day what they want, and I'm not doing a thing you asked. Don't keep asking me. That's weird. Ugh. You know me? That's with anybody, bro. Like I don't get influenced. I don't give in to peer pressure. My peers could never catch up to me. Better than all of you. And that's why I'm in this position and why you're not. Yeah, real talk. Yeah. Think about it. If it wasn't for this opportunity that God gave me, nobody else gave me an opportunity. If it wasn't for this, you would have never known. Or you would have known, but you know what I mean? This is on a public level now. Now the whole world knows. Now the whole world knows I'm smarter than all y'all and I can build my own companies in my sleep. All right. I just need help. All help means is I need the resources. That's it. Like, and what I've figured out is usually you got to just do it on your own because these folks don't help anywhere. They're too busy being self absorbed. That's what I'm saying. So you're going to run around and be part of that race that's absolutely pointless for how long and get nowhere, but you want to worry about me? That don't make no sense. Maybe I should get your act together first and then worry about, you. Don't worry about other people. That's why you can't get nowhere. All right? Can get right. All right. Be back in a minute.